Hey folks, it's Russ. Today is Thursday, September 11, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. I thought I would talk to you about why silver will change your future. But before I get started, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I've been involved in the work from home space for 19 years now. Been working full-time for myself since 2018, and it's my true passion to help others generate mailbox money using social media and direct mail marketing. So with that being said, most people have no idea how important and how valuable silver really is. Okay, and I made up a list of different things here to talk about, but I'm just going to talk to you about the most important reasons why stacking silver will change your future. All right, the first one is wealth protection. It's a hedge against inflation and economic crashes. Okay, it's a tangible asset. It's a real asset. It's something that you can hold in your hand, something that has real value, unlike our fiat currency. You know, the United States, the dollar bill is backed by nothing, right? And the more our government prints paper money, the more undervalued our dollar becomes. And we already know, because we talk about it all the time, how our dollar bill has lost 97% of its purchasing power since 1913, when the Federal Reserve was established. Okay, so silver is a real asset. You can build generational wealth with silver. All right, this is something that you have in your hand that you can pass down. Okay, you don't have to worry about the government coming and taking it from you. You don't have to worry about anything like that. If you hold it in your hand, you'll always have access to it. It's something that cannot be taken from you. Crisis currency, right? Silver can be traded for essentials if something ever happens to our monetary system. What if our dollar collapses? What if the electric grid goes out? What if the banks freeze your funds, or credit cards freeze your credit lines? You know, by having silver on hand, you can use that to barter for things that you need to stay or keep you and your family alive, right? I'm sorry, I'm driving and looking at my list that I made up here. It's a low entry point, right? Start stacking silver with just a few dollars, and there's no barrier. You know, we have there's fractional silver, 1 ounce coins, 2 ounce coins, 5 ounce coins. You know, huge silver bars, whatever fits your budget. You can, you know, it benefits everybody, right? And anybody on any budget can start stacking silver. The industrial demand, right? Needed for solar, electric vehicles, tech. The demand is rising. There's only a certain amount of silver on planet Earth, and we know that supply and demand drives the price, right? So silver is needed more and more because it has lots of applications, and because there's only a limited supply of it, the value of it keeps going up. Which brings me to privacy and control, right? Again, when you have it in your hand, you control it, right? You don't control dollar bills. You don't control what that dollar bill is worth. But silver being a real tangible asset, and you have that in your hand, you have that. You control that. And it's more private than having all your information at a bank, you know, where anybody can go and see how much money you have. You know, and I'm talking about the IRS and things like that. You know, having silver on hand in a safe at your home is very private. Nobody needs to know how much you have. There's a psychological boost to it, right? Watching you stack silver and watching it grow. I mean, there's nothing greater than watching your money grow, watching your money go to work for you, right? Because I can tell you, most people, they don't even save any money. So it's a great feeling knowing that not only are you saving money, you're trading money that isn't worth anything for something that has real value, something that's going to continue to go up in value, your money is working for you. You know, your money is working for you, and that's a beautiful thing. Another thing is global acceptance. Silver has been trusted for more than 5,000 years. You can take a 1 ounce piece of silver, if you live here in the United States, take it to Africa. You'll get the same amount of money for it there. You could take it to China, get the same amount of money for it there, right? It's the same amount of money all around the world, right? Whereas you have to exchange our paper money. If you go to Canada, it's a different exchange rate. If you go to Europe, it's a different exchange rate. With silver and precious metals, it keeps its, you know, you're going to earn or receive whatever it's worth globally. So what I've done is I partnered with a company that's been in business for 19 years, or since 2019, called Quicksilver. And not only do we offer precious metals that's affordable for everybody, we also take part of our proceeds. The company takes part of the proceeds and they donate it to a non-profit organization called Feed My Starving Children. And so you're doing something that has an impact on everybody. All right? I mean, it's just a beautiful thing knowing that you're with a company that takes part of their profits and donates it to help feed starving children and to help family in need. You know, they also do other things like help families learn new trades and skills so that they can go out there and better you know, not only themselves, but their families. So that's an awesome thing. And right now, you can claim a free silver bar by simply checking out the website. All right. And like I show you in my other videos here, you can go to silverstackingempire.com. Right. silverstackingempire.com and check it out. Okay. But there's a lot of, you know, most people don't realize how powerful silver really is. And I believe that it's one of the best things that you can trade your fiat currency for right now, because it's going to continue to go up. Last time I checked, which was about a half hour ago, silver was at $41.63 an ounce. And experts that I listen to are saying, some say that it could be up to $50 before the end of the month. Others are saying it could be in the triple digits before the end of the year. But their message is simple. If you're not stacking silver, it's something that you want to be doing right now, because we just don't know, with all these uncertain times, we don't know what the future is going to bring. You want to have, you know, you want to be prepared for anything. And you can't go wrong with silver simply for the reasons that I just mentioned. But most importantly, if something, you know, if you know what hits the fan and everybody's out there, you know, trying to find ways to get essentials, you know that you and your family are going to be okay having silver on hand, because you can use that to barter. You can use it, you know, you'll be able to do a lot with silver, okay, if something were to ever happen, which I pray it doesn't, but you just never know. These are crazy times we're living in, and the world is really upside down right now. So with that being said, I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please, you know, consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Thanks for watching.